Question on depreciation. On 1st April 2011, machinery was purchased for 1,10,000 called as M1. The estimated life of machinery is 10 years and its residual value rupees 10,000. Means after the life is over, that will be sold, and after sales you will receive 10,000 from that machinery. This is called as a residual value. Another machine M2 was purchased on 1st October 2012 for rupees 8,400, residual value being rupees 400. M3, another machine M3 was purchased on July 1st 2013 for 9,500, residual value being rupees 700. On 1st Jan 2014, M2 was sold for 8,400 for 11, 12, 12, 13 and 13, 14. Working only for depreciation is required. Now did you notice one thing? Where is the rate of depreciation given in question? And where is the method of depreciation given in question? It is absent. So depreciation you have to find out. I'll teach you how. 3 years affected here are 11, 12, 12, 13 and 13, 14. Okay. So first machinery was purchased on 1st April 2011, 1411, and it is purchased for rupees 1,10,000. M1, let's name the first machinery as M1. M1 purchased for rupees 1,10,000. Okay. The estimated life of the machinery is 10 years and its residual value is 10,000. So how can you find out depreciation from this information? See, depreciation here will be original cost of machinery, which is 1,10,000 minus estimated scrap value, which is given in the question that it is 10,000 estimated scrap value, divided by the life of the asset, which is also given in the question, 10 years. So we'll try to find out the depreciation. Okay, cost, original cost of the asset 1,10,000 minus the scrap value, which is 10,000, upon the useful life of the asset, which is 10 years, and that comes up to 1 lakh divided by 10 is equal to 10,000. Your 10,000 is your depreciation per year for machine 1. Okay, depreciation per annum for machine 1. Same way we will find out for the other machines also. Let's do the recording for machine number 2, which was purchased on 1st October 12. So 1, 10, 12. M2 given that it is purchased for rupees 8,400. So write down rupees 8,400. And M2 का depreciation कितना होगा? See, it is purchased for 8,400, that is the original cost, minus written down value, residual value being rupees 400. When you go to sell it after 10 years, you will get 400. You will fetch 400 from these sales. And now 10 years life for M2 is not given, but it is in the same block. So we assume that since M1's life is also 10 years, so M2's life will also be 10 years only, as it is same type of machinery. So 8,400 minus 400 comes to 8,000 divided by 10, and here depreciation comes to 800 per year for M2. Now going on to M3, which is purchased in 13-14. M3. Okay. Machine M3 was purchased in July 1st, 2013. So 1/7/13. M3 was purchased for rupees 9,500 as given in question. So M3 rupees 9,500 purchase and its residual value being rupees 700. Okay, so M3 is purchased for 9,500. depreciation निकालो M3 के ऊपर. So that will be 9,500 minus residual value 700 divided by life again 10 years, and that comes to 8,800 divided by 10, that is depreciation is 880 per year. Okay, so we were not given the depreciation rate, we were not given the method, but we were given the residual value and the life of the asset. So always original cost minus the residual value divide by the life of the asset, you will get depreciation for 1 year. Now one more point is given. On 1st January 2014, M2 was sold for 8,400. So M2 fully sold here. M2 fully sold for rupees 8,400, and the date is on 1st Jan 14, 1/1/14. For 11, 12, 12, 13 and 13, 14, working only for depreciation is required, because by now you know how to plot machinery account. बहुत सारा बना लिया. So let's just do the working. This summary sheet is important here since rate and other information is not given. So particulars. Then M1, machinery 1, machinery 2, machinery 3 and your total. On 1/4/14, 1/4/11, the first entry is passed for purchase of M1. So 1/4/14, you are purchasing machine, purchase how much? For 1,10,000 that machinery has been purchased. So for 1,10,000 in total column also. Okay, now nothing more done in this year, so directly depreciations entry. 1/4/11 is your opening point. So closing of the year 31/3/2012. 31/3/12 is your depreciation. And depreciation for the whole year on machine 1, we know we have calculated it has to be 10,000. See the summary sheet, 10,000 depreciation. So 10,000 is your depreciation. Take out the WDV on 1/4/12. That comes up to 1,10,000 minus 1 lakh minus 10,000 comes up to 1 lakh. Okay, on 1/10/2012 next machinery is purchased. So 1/10/12 purchase of machinery, that is cost is 8,400 M2. So 8,400 here, 8,400 in the outer column, and 31/3/13 depreciation लगाएंगे. So 31/3/13 depreciations entry. See depreciation, we know for M1 it is 10,000 for the whole year. So 10,000 depreciation for M1. Now pay attention on M2. M2 8,400 is your cost. We have calculated on M2 the depreciation is 800 per year. but this machinery was brought in 1/10/2012. So only 6 months depreciation. If 1 year's depreciation is 800 per year, then half year will be half of 800, that is 400. So 400 ka depreciation. Here total depreciation 10,400. Okay, so again we get the WDV, that is 1 lakh minus 10,000 comes up to 90,000. 8,400 minus 400 comes up to 8,000, and 1 lakh plus 8,400 minus 10,400 comes up to 98,000. Moving on. Now next year 13-14, on 1/7/13 a new machinery M3 is purchased. So 1/7/13 purchase of M3, that is 9,500. Okay, and on 1/1/14 M2 is fully sold for 8,400. So 1/1/14 तक आपको depreciation देना पड़ेगा M2 के ऊपर. 1/1/14, since it is sold on 1/1/14, depreciation on M2. How much will be the depreciation? See, for 1 year the depreciation on M2 is 800, right? But it is sold on 1/1/14, means still 3 months are there for March, January, full January, February and March. 3 months पहले उसको बेच दिया, means only depreciation for 9 months. So 800 is the depreciation for whole year. So 9/12 depreciation for 9 months only instead of full year. 800 into 9/12, that comes up to 600. So M2 ka depreciation 600 only before it is being sold, and the WDV on 1/4/11. How much is the WDV? 8,000 minus 600 comes to 7,400. And then see, what is the selling price of M2? Come on, see your summary sheet. It is sold for 8,400. The selling price is 8,400. So profit or loss, your WDV is only 7,400 and you are selling it for 8,400. So it is profit, and profit of 8,400 minus 7,400, 1,000, and the machine is sold. Okay. Now let's come to M1 and M2 for their depreciation. 90,000 was our WDV. Now on 31/3/15, that is last year of our working, 31/3/15, you have depreciation for the whole year. We calculated for machine year, for whole year depreciation is 10,000. So less 10,000, and 90,000 minus 10,000 comes up to 80,000, that is your WDV as on 31/3/14. See, the depreciation here is for 31/3/14 because the accounting year closes here 13/14. Okay, and now M3, see, it is 9,500 and M3 ka depreciation is 880 per year. 880 is depreciation for 1 year. So 880, it is here with us for 9 months, right? Because see the date of purchase 1/7/13. So April, May, June, 3 months it was not there. Since July to March next year, 9 months it is there with us, and the depreciation is 880 for whole year. So depreciation for 9 months will be 880 into 9/12. and that comes up to 660. So depreciation here is 9500 minus 660 and your WDV comes up to 8840. So see, total 98,000 here, 9,500 new machinery was gotten, then 600 is your depreciation of the machinery M2, then see 8,400 is your selling price of the machine, so 8,400 here, and then 1,000 is your profit on sale, so 1,000 here, and then total depreciation 10,000 for M1 and 660 for M3, that is 10,660, depreciation 10,660. Now what that gives you? That gives you a total of 88,840, 88,840, and this is how 80,000 plus 8,840, 88,840 comes. So this is the working. This question is important because of the summary sheet. You have not been given depreciation percentage, neither the method. You have to calculate depreciation yourself, and other working is same.